Godby, and today I'll be presenting a speech for you on fetal alcohol syndrome. Fetal alcohol syndrome is a condition in a child that results from alcohol exposure during the mother's pregnancy. All women who consume alcohol at any point during the duration of their pregnancy are at risk. So being a woman myself, I think it's important to be aware and educated on this topic. According to the National Organization on Fetal Alcohol Syndrome affects 1 out of 100 infants each year. This is more than both Down syndrome and spina bifida. So it's very possible that someone in this room could one day be affected by this syndrome. Today I'll be informing you on how fetal alcohol syndrome is caused, what problems it brings about, and how it can be prevented. First, let's look at the causes of the syndrome. Fetal alcohol syndrome is, as you might be able to guess, caused by consuming alcohol during pregnancy. But how does the alcohol get to the baby? Well, when a pregnant mother drinks alcohol, her developing baby does too. The National Organization on Fetal Alcohol Syndrome explains that the developing baby's organs are not fully formed, so it can't process the alcohol like the mother. Alcohol stops the baby from getting the oxygen and nutrients it needs for its brain to develop normally. This can cause many issues. Significant damage can be done in the first few weeks of pregnancy when a woman might not yet know that she's pregnant. The risk increases if the mother is a heavy drinker, and binge drinkers are at the highest risk of hurting the infant. Now that we know how fetal alcohol, in extreme cases, it can even lead to death, according to the Mayo Clinic. Drinking between weeks 6 and 9 is most likely to lead to facial abnormalities. Facial abnormalities may include, but are not limited to, a small head, short nose, thin upper lip, flat midface, and small eye openings. Drinking during the first trimester can cause the heart and other organs, including the bones and the central nervous system, to develop incorrectly. This damage to the central nervous system can affect executive functions in the child. It can cause an inability to apply consequences from past situations, difficulty soaring and or maintaining a stable emotional state, and being unable to regain composure without assistance. Fetal alcohol syndrome obviously causes very severe problems to the child, so let's now look at some measures to prevent it. Prevention of fetal alcohol syndrome seems very simple. Just don't consume alcohol during pregnancy. But it's not quite as simple as you would think. According to Healthline, 49% of pregnancies are unplanned. This means that in nearly half of the pregnancies that occur, women do not know they are pregnant for weeks or even months, during which time they may drink alcohol and cause significant irreversible damage to the fetus. Binge drinking disease also poses a big problem to prevention. According to the CDC, 1 in 8 women in the U.S. binge drink, usually about 3 times a month, and about 10% of pregnant women binge drink during the first trimester. So the best thing we can do for prevention is to encourage sexually active women of childbearing age to use contraception and to not drink if there's any possibility of becoming pregnant. As we have seen, fetal alcohol syndrome is a very real problem. It affects the livelihood of 40,000 children per year. I hope that this speech has made us more aware of the causes, problems, and prevention of this syndrome. I hope that this can help you make a more informed and responsible decision when it comes to drinking during pregnancy. Thank you.
Good job.